is National Kidney Month. It focuses on caring for our kidneys and on the need for kidney donors. The National Kidney Foundation estimates that 37 million Americans have kidney disease. The risk is higher for people of color. If you have diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, or are overweight, you might have a kidney condition. Family history of kidney disease is also a risk factor. So joining us now to tell us more about National Kidney Month and kidney transplants is Dr. Anisha Shetty. She is the Section Chief of Transplant Nephrology at Rush University Medical Center. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Why is living donation such a good thing, and what would you say to folks who might think, well, I know it's a good thing, but there's no way I would ever be able to do that?
I'm glad you asked me that. So living donation is essentially the best kind of treatment you can get if you have a living donor recipient. It lives longer, the kidney lasts longer compared to a deceased donor. You also have a much faster recovery after the surgery. Your kidney works immediately. Some recipients, 3 days after their transplant, have perfectly normal kidney function, which is amazing if you think about it. And the amount of medication over the years that you may need as a living donor often tends to be less compared to if you get a deceased donor transplant. So all around, it's better.
What are some of the misconceptions, though, that some who might consider being a living donor might have about the donation, process and recovery?
There are a lot out there. The general misconception is that if you donate your kidney as a living donor, your life is significantly different, not in a good way. Mm-hmm. Some people think you need to take medications for the rest of your life. Some people think you cannot go back to whatever activity you used to do before. Some people think you cannot have kids. And those are all untrue. Mm-hmm. So living donors go through a very detailed medical evaluation at transplant centers. And if you go through that and pass it, your life essentially after the early recovery goes back to normal. I've had people climb Kilimanjaro 6 months after transplant, run marathons, go back to MMA fighting, have kids, live long, healthy lives. So
and it's really a lifesaver for the recipient.
That's correct.
Why is it harder to find donors in communities of color?
So it's a multi-pronged problem. Some of it are the misconceptions that we just talked about. Some of it are cultural aspects to these misconceptions. Often the generation of parents and grandparents don't want their kids or grandkids to donate because they're worried about their health. Some of it is access to transplant and understanding of transplant and kidney disease in general, which I think the medical community, we can do a better job, and we're working on it. Some of it is differences. There's a higher incidence of diabetes and hypertension in certain communities. Right.
Yeah. Okay, really quickly, because we have to wrap, and I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Let's briefly kind of give me the hits, runs, and airs of the event coming up.
So Rush Transplant is partnering with National Kidney Foundation to hold an event called the Big Ask Big Give. It talks about living donation, all the benefits of it, and more importantly, how do you find a donor? How do you use social media? How do you use someone to advocate for you?
Weekend?
That's on May 17th, so plenty of time to register. It's free for recipients, donors, and friends and family.
Okay, I'm going to repeat that. May 17th.
That's right.
May 17th. All right. Dr. Anisha Shetty from Rush, thank you so much. I know we could talk about this for quite some time, but I do appreciate your willingness to be here and at least shine some light on this very, very important, gift that people could bring and give to those in need of a kidney.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, I want to, mention when I say gift, Ed Curran, our wonderful Ed Curran, knows firsthand about how life-saving being a recipient can be.
Yeah, being a recipient, and also being the recipient from my sister, and my sister is the one who gave me the kidney, and she's a little older than I am, if you can beyond it, but she had a couple of surgeries after she gave me the kidney, which was just over 3 years ago, and she says that those 2 surgeries she needed were nothing. I mean, that the kidney was nothing compared to those. A few days after giving the kidney, she barely knew that she was a donor. So it's wonderful. She doesn't regret it. She's so happy we did it, and I'm so happy that we did it. So being a donor, get those myths out of your mind. And the best thing that has happened to me is to go to transplant and have people tell me that someone came in, said it, saw me on TV talking about it, and that they came in to be screened.
Right.
So it's great, and thank you for all the work you guys do.